Just imagine this. You're sitting inside a self-driving car late at night. The roads are empty. Everything feels smooth and perfectly normal. The car is driving by itself. No hands on the wheel, no stress. Then, suddenly, the steering wheel moves on its own. The car starts accelerating. You try to brake, but nothing happens. Warning lights begin flashing across the dashboard. The AI system is still making decisions, but now it's not listening to you anymore.
This might sound like something from a science fiction movie, but self-driving technology is already here. Modern cars can now steer, brake, park, and even change lanes completely on their own, using cameras, radar systems, sensors, and artificial intelligence. These vehicles constantly scan the road and make thousands of decisions every second. Companies claim this technology could make driving safer, smarter, and more efficient than ever before. But there's one question almost nobody thinks about. What happens when the system makes the wrong decision?
To drive without a human, the car first needs to understand the world around it. Every second, its cameras scan the road ahead, watching traffic lights, lane markings, road signs, and nearby vehicles. At the same time, radar and sensors track movement in every direction, detecting cars, pedestrians, bicycles, and obstacles the human eye might miss. Then the AI system processes all of that information instantly, calculating speed, distance, direction, and risk in real time. In just a fraction of a second, the car decides what to do next. But there's a dangerous weakness hidden inside every self-driving system. The AI can only make decisions based on the information it receives, and sometimes that information is wrong. Heavy rain can block cameras, fog can confuse sensors, bright lights and shadows can distort what the system sees. Even a damaged road sign or faded lane marking can cause problems. To a human driver, these mistakes might seem obvious, but to an AI system, one small error can completely change the way the car reacts. At first, it feels like a small mistake. The car suddenly slows down, even though the road is clear. Then it speeds up again without any warning. The steering wheel makes a slight turn to the left, then quickly corrects itself, almost like something inside is unsure. You try to take control. Hands grip the wheel, foot presses the brake. But the system responds faster than you do. A message flashes on the dashboard, autonomous mode active. Then another shift happens. The car changes lanes on its own. No signal, no warning, just a sudden decision made in a fraction of a second. Traffic around you starts reacting. Horns, brake lights, sudden movement. Inside the car, the calm is gone. Every second now feels unpredictable. And the worst part is, you don't know what it will do next.
This isn't just a theory. These systems have already been tested on real roads, in real traffic, with real passengers. And while most of the time they work as intended, there have been moments where things didn't go as planned. Cars misread obstacles, reacted too late, or made sudden decisions that surprised even safety drivers sitting inside. The problem is simple, but serious. The more we depend on AI to drive for us, the more we trust it with situations it may not fully understand. A human driver can hesitate, feel doubt, and adjust using instinct, but an AI system doesn't feel anything. It only calculates. And when that calculation is wrong, even by a fraction, the consequences happen instantly. That's why every real-world test of self-driving technology carries one hidden truth. It's not just about how often it works, but what happens in the rare moment when it doesn't.
Now the question becomes much bigger than just cars. It's no longer about a single glitch or a single moment of confusion. It's about trust. Because every time you sit in a self-driving car, you're making a silent decision. You're saying, I trust this system to make the right choice, even when I can't see what it sees. And that trust is built on something invisible. Lines of code, millions of data points, and decisions made in milliseconds. The strange part is, these systems are often faster and more precise than humans. They don't get tired, they don't get distracted, they don't panic. But they also don't truly understand the world the way we do. A human driver knows fear when a child runs onto the road. An AI only sees movement, speed, and probability. And that difference is where the uncertainty begins. Because the more we rely on machines to think for us, the harder it becomes to answer one simple question. Are we in control of the technology? Or is the technology slowly learning to control the road for us?
And in the end, it all comes down to one question. Not about speed, not about comfort, and not even about safety, but control. Because the truth is, when you sit in a self-driving car, you don't actually know every decision it's making. You don't see the data it's processing. You don't feel the calculations happening. And you don't hear the split-second choices being made. You just move forward, trusting the system will do the right thing. But what if one day the system chooses differently than you would? Not because it's broken, but because it simply thinks differently. At that moment, the line between driver and passenger disappears completely. And all that's left is a silent question, moving at high speed down an empty road. If the machine is driving and the human cannot intervene in time, then who is really in control? The answer might already be unfolding right now on roads all around us.